ETF. This is what this is, oil services. Now, OIH used to be one of the biggest high flyers ever. I can tell you, though, that we are coming up to a major wall of resistance on this daily chart. The individual names are in different sectors that are related to the OIH, but the OIH ETF was on sale here. And I can just tell you that we've traded this thing. We shorted it way up here. It was great ranges. 2011, we covered it and shorted it all the way down. We bought the dips and whatnot. Now we're headed back up. And the thing about it is, they were the bull side of this market for a lot of years, this OIH. And I can tell you that we have traded it all our life, ever since it's been around. And I just have to bring the awareness that there's a time to position oneself at the bottom. You don't get huge moves, but over a couple of months, you get these $10, you get these runs back up to major resistance levels. Not only that, we're going to be also going through a lot of stocks that would be related to it. And once again, I will get into some names in the oil services right here. This is oil services. These are individual stocks called MGO.X now. And so we look in here for the beaten down names. As we said, we like this NBR. I mean, not NBR, but this NE really got marked down big. And a lot of them failed because the growth was so horrible for them. They had to readjust their business models to their earnings cap and how they're going to be able to grow at a lower rate. But nonetheless, it's a great trade at the bottom. It's been a great bull for a long time. There's that daily ascending area. We have these trades on our old website. I'm updating it though right now because I will tell you that we'll be continuing to sell now that we're up here. Okay, selling into resistance, knowing when to exit. Okay, and understanding these ascending breakouts. Okay, not only that is when you come right across here, you can see how this popped right up above here 3 days in a row. Not only that, OIH went from daily sell signals for a long period of time to daily buy signals. That's standard deviation, technical analysis. Nonetheless, it is a bull run to resistance, and it's time to exit that ETF. Once again, we're updating the oil services, okay? And we're also looking over here in the Morgan Stanley oil services itself and how to pair up the leadership and this particular index relative to this ETF oil services. And once again, what a wall of resistance right across here. And if this thing fails, then we'll start looking at. We are experts as far as using OIH, call side and put side. So the call side has worked wonderfully to this resistance level. So the next thing we'll be looking at is if this thing doesn't break above here and wants to pull back to 38 and test this little area right here, then we would buy some short-term puts, cash in the calls, and buy short-term puts. And then when we come back down and fill in this base on any market volatility in the pullback of this ascending big breakout bullish pattern on the OIH, we would lock and load and go in here and once again start buying some more calls. Okay. So basically, here are September contracts front running. They're buying the 40s right here. Open interest is 6,500 on the OIH. That's a big one for September. When we start getting over here at the 40 for August, 17,000 open interest. Look at the day volume right here. They're buying the 38 calls. They're buying the 39 calls. Yeah, 5,600 and 6,200 traded right here. Okay, very little put buying below that market now. So you got 2,760 of the 43s, which is up and out of the money, and how to use the options along with the ETF bull run over a period of time, because your dollar capital, your dollars, your capital risk, you can get a lot more. Your downside is very limited here versus owning 1,000 shares here. It's 40,000. You can get the same bang and the same move over here for having 10 contracts at 60 cents for $600, and you're selling those at 360. You just made $3,600 on a $600 investment, but you only had $600 downside risk. Once again, how to use calls and puts on the OIH. I am featuring that wall of resistance on the daily.